Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Jadon Sancho is out of the England squad with a minor knock. But Jadon Sancho is expected to be fit for the game against Newcastle next weekend. Now Sancho made his first Premier League start for Man United against Wolves. Sancho to Man United was confirmed on the 23rd of July. We got him in a deal worth 78 million with add-ons included. Sancho has got a contract with Man United till June 2026. There's an option of a further year. I said Sancho will do really well at Man United, providing that Solskjaer uses him right. You know, Jadon Sancho did endure 4 good years with Borussia Dortmund. Now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has told the Man United squad that it's better than the 1999 Treble winning team that Solskjaer was part of. Solskjaer also mentioned that the Cristiano Ronaldo deal makes Manchester United favourites for the title this season. Obviously, you know the news on Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo has told his new Manchester United teammates that he wants to win the Premier League this season. Ronaldo arrived in Manchester last week and he got greeted by Darren Fletcher. Ronaldo is preparing to begin training with Man United this week. Ronaldo praised Edinson Cavani's incredible gesture after shirt number swap. Ronaldo is Manchester United's new number 7. Edinson Cavani has got the number 21 shirt. I'm expecting Ronaldo to make his debut for Man United against Newcastle next weekend. After the 1-0 win against Wolves, Solskjaer confirmed that Ronaldo will play as a centre forward. In Solskjaer's press conference prior to the game against Wolves, he did make a public plea for Cristiano Ronaldo to rejoin. On Tuesday, Ronaldo officially signed for Manchester United on a 2-year contract with an option of a 3rd year. Ronaldo will receive £480,000 a week. So that means he'll be the highest earner at Old Trafford. Man United agreed a fee of €15 million with a further €8 million in add-ons, so that's €23 million. That equates to just over 19 million in pounds sterling. And last Monday, Ronaldo completed his Manchester United medical. I can assure Ronaldo will do well in his second spell at Man United despite him being the age of 36. Could play for Man United until he's almost 40. I can't believe he's re-signed after 12 years. I'm surprised he's come back. And I think a lot of Man United fans are. Ronaldo did say, "I'm very happy to be back home after 12 years. Don't forget, Ronaldo became the all-time international top scorer with 2 late goals against Ireland. Ronaldo is the greatest player of all time. He's won 32 major trophies in his playing career, including 5 Ballon d'Ors. In Ronaldo's first spell at Man United, he scored 118 goals in 292 games in all competitions. And he won 3 Premier League titles. He won the Champions League, he won the FIFA Club World Cup, he won the FA Cup, and he won 2 League Cups. When we got Ronaldo for the first time, we paid £12 million for him from Sporting Lisbon, sold him to Real Madrid in 2009 for £80 million, so we gained a £68 million profit. He enjoyed like 10 years at Real Madrid, and Juventus got him in 2018 for £88 million. He enjoyed 3 years at Juventus. His current contract at Juventus was due to expire next year. Ronaldo was our final signing of the summer transfer window. You know, we've got Raphael Varane. That's very, very good. Varane made his debut against Wolves the other week, and he put a very good performance out. He was well composed and he made some key clearances. Varane to Manchester United was official just before kick-off against Leeds, which was the opening day. Got Varane in a deal worth 41 million with add-ons included. Man United paid like 34 million up front. Varane signed a 4-year contract with Man United. There's an option of a further year. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. He's highly experienced and he's got a very good pedigree as a player. He won a lot of trophies during his time at Real Madrid. He was a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He enjoyed 10 years with them. Tom Heaton, you know, he's a pretty decent goalkeeper. Obviously, we brought Tom Heaton in as a backup. To Tom Heaton's credit, he did well throughout pre-season. We did get him on a free from Aston Villa. He's got a contract with Man United till 2023. There's an option of a further year. I really like Dean Henderson. Obviously, Dean Henderson has been unavailable because he's been recovering from COVID, but he's close to returning. Dean Henderson did well in a lot of the games he was in goal for last season. You know, his distribution was good, kept clean sheets. Henderson's got that experience behind him because he enjoyed 2 successful loans with Sheffield. He's also had other loan spells before. And before the start of last season, Henderson signed a 6-year contract with the club, so reflecting on that, he committed his future to Man United. I still highly rate David De Gea. David De Gea has been in goal for our first 3 league games. I thought he was fantastic against Wolves the other week. David De Gea, though, has made quite a lot of mistakes in the last couple of years. De Gea has been long-serving at Man United. He's enjoyed 10 years at the club and this is his 11th season, so he has been with us since the Ferguson era. But we know that David De Gea is staying at Manchester United for this season, because earlier on in the summer it said that De Gea decided to cut short his holiday by 2 weeks to fight for the starting place, and De Gea said he's determined to fight for his Man United future. De Gea has 2 years left on his contract and he's on £375,000 a week. But a few years ago he was regarded as the best goalkeeper in the world. He's won everything domestically at the football club. He's made over 500 appearances for Man United in all competitions. Luke Shaw, he's also very good as well. He's enjoyed a pretty good start to this season. Luke Shaw was our best player last season. Luke Shaw's been our first choice left back for a while, and he still remains our first choice left back despite the arrival of Alex Telles last year. Shaw's been at Man United for like 7 years so he's been a long-serving player. And I reckon he's had a good career at Manchester United despite his injuries. I think we are in the process of extending Luke Shaw's contract. Harry Maguire, he's a decent centre-half. You know, he's had his good games at Man United. He's also had his bad games. But like I said, we should get the best out of him now anyway, with Varane alongside him, because that's a very good centre-back partnership, Varane and Harry Maguire, because they complement each other well. Harry Maguire was a big miss for us towards the end of last season, because he had ligament damage in his ankle. We overpaid for Maguire. We got him in a deal worth 80 million from Leicester. You know, he's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment and the second most expensive signing at the club. Eric Bailly, you know, I think he's a decent centre-half. My only element of concern about him is injury-prone, so in that aspect, he's a liability. Last season, Bailly signed a new contract with the club until 2024. There's an option of a further year. Well, earlier on in the summer, it said that Eric Bailly's future was in doubt following the arrival of Raphael Varane, but I'd keep Eric Bailly as a backup, so if Varane or Maguire get injured, then Bailly is the plan B. Obviously, we've got a lot of other centre-halves, but obviously I prefer Bailly to the likes of Jones and Victor Lindelof. And Wan-Bissaka, you know, he's a good right-back. He's one of the best right-backs we've had since Gary Neville, and Wan-Bissaka has always been superb defensively, but don't get me wrong, there's aspects of his game that has got to improve. He's got to show more attacking intent. Maybe his crossing needs to improve, and his positioning needs to improve a bit more. This is Bissaka's third full season. We got Bissaka in a deal worth 50 million from Crystal Palace back in the summer of 2019. Paul Pogba, he's also very good. He's had a good start to this season, you know, 5 assists already. He got 4 assists against Leeds on the opening day, and he got an assist against Southampton. And he produced good performances for Man United in the last couple of months of last season, but at one point last season he was out with a thigh injury and he sustained some ankle injuries at Man United. I hope we can get Paul Pogba a new contract. Now, there was narrative saying last week that Pogba is increasingly likely to sign a new contract to stay at Manchester United, reflecting on our summer transfer business. And I think with us getting Ronaldo back, that should persuade Pogba to stay. Paul Pogba's current contract at Man United expires next summer. Sky Sports News did say not so long ago that Pogba is very likely to leave Man United on a free next summer. Well, a report by 2O Sports said that Juventus want to re-sign Paul Pogba. He did enjoy 4 good years with Juventus before he rejoined Man United. Real Madrid are also still interested in signing him. But it's said before the start of the season that Pogba is set to join PSG on the free, because PSG are pushing to sign Pogba next summer, and PSG are prepared to offer Paul Pogba £510,000 a week in wages to prize him away from Man United. PSG couldn't get him in this year's summer transfer window because they got Lionel Messi. Solskjaer is not worried though about Pogba's contract situation. Talks are still ongoing over a new contract. Before the start of the season though, Pogba rejected a new Man United contract. And Sky Sports News came out and said that Pogba was increasingly unlikely to sign the new Man United deal. And Sky Sports News also said that Pogba sees a long-term future at Man United but may wait on the contract extension. Paul Pogba's agent, Mino Raiola, has been working hard to get Pogba out of the club. He has done a lot of talking. He made an announcement back in December last year regarding Pogba, saying that Pogba's career at Man United is over, he's unhappy and he has to leave, and he had no intentions of extending his contract. Ollie was furious with Mino Raiola's announcement. This is Pogba's 6th season at Man United since he rejoined. He's won 3 trophies at the club so far, and he's our most expensive signing at the moment because we paid £89 million for him. When he was a lot younger, we had him under Ferguson, but had to let him go due to limited appearances. Another good thing about Pogba as well, he's versatile. And I think against Leeds and Southampton, we put him in more of an advanced role. Yeah, we put him on that left-hand side. But yeah, we do play him in that deeper role as well. But I prefer him in more of an advanced role than a deeper role. Scott McTominay, he's a decent player as well. Not yet on that level where I want him to be at. He certainly needs more time at Man United because McTominay has got a lot of development in him. He's still young. McTominay is out with a groin injury at the moment. I think he did have surgery on his groin. Obviously didn't play any part against Wolves before the international break. Just after the first lockdown last year, McTominay signed a 5-year contract with Man United. So reflecting on that, he committed his future to the club. You've got Donny van de Beek, that's a good player, but I haven't really had much of a perception on him at Man United because he hasn't really had a lot of game time, but I thought at Ajax he was good. This is Van de Beek's 2nd full season at Man United. Don't forget Solskjaer rejected Donny van de Beek's exit because it did mention that Everton were close to signing Van de Beek on loan. Well, Van de Beek's agent insists that Van de Beek will succeed at Man United and prove his doubt was wrong at Man United this season. But Van de Beek sent a message to Solskjaer saying, "Pick me or I will go." We got Van de Beek in a deal worth $40 million from Ajax. Got a contract with us till 2025, and he's versatile. He can play in 3 different roles. Bruno Fernandes, superb. One of our best players, and he's one of the best signings we've made since Ferguson retired. In most of Bruno Fernandes' games at Man United, he's been very, very consistent, but there's been a few games where he's looked off the pace. Bruno Fernandes obviously got his first Man United hat-trick in the opening game against Leeds. Bruno Fernandes has been at Man United for over a year and a half. Fernandes has made it clear that he doesn't want to leave the club. He's happy to stay at Old Trafford as contract talks go on. Solskjaer did mention he wants a new contract for Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes has got a contract with Man United till 2025. There's an option of a further year. Last season, Bruno Fernandes won Player of the Year, and he's won Player of the Month quite a few times, reflecting on his good performances. He predominantly plays as a number 10. Mason Greenwood also very good. He's had a good start this season. 3 goals in our first 3 league games. He also creates good chances. Greenwood made his senior debut for us back in 2019. He's been a United player since the age of 7, so he's been part of the club for a long time. And he signed a new 4-year contract last season. So reflecting on that, he committed his future to the club. Edison Cavani, he's made an impact since he's come in. Like I said to you earlier, Cavani's got the number 21 shirt. I'm expecting Cavani to leave after this season. Don't forget, on deadline day, Barcelona made an inquiry over signing Edison Cavani. It mentioned that Barcelona were in advanced talks, but Fabrizio Romano came out and said that Cavani would not join Barcelona. He's not leaving Man United in the final hours of the transfer market. Cavani signed a new contract back in May. It was a 1-year deal, and he received like £250,000 a week. Marcus Rashford, he's also good when he wants to be, but he's endured his bad periods at Man United. He was out of form towards the end of last season. He's also become injury prone, which is a concern. Rashford's out with a shoulder injury at the moment. I think he's out till October because earlier on in the summer Rashford decided to have surgery on his shoulder. When Rashford comes back though, we need to keep him on that left hand side because that's where he seems to be more effective. Amad Diallo, he looks a good asset for the first team squad, even though he hasn't played that much. Amad Diallo didn't go out on loan, as I thought he would have done. The reason he didn't go out on loan in the summer transfer window is because he got injured and he's out for 6 weeks. But Fabrizio Romano did say that Feyenoord were close to signing Amad Diallo on loan until the end of the season. And that Alanga looks pretty good as well, even though he's hardly played. Obviously, he did play in the final game against Wolves at the end of last season. So yeah, decent squad. And like I've said, it's a title-winning squad. On my last video, I gave you the news on wait there a second. What's his name now? Let me just find this out. Just forgot his name. I know it's... Wait there, I'll get it up now. Right, I've got it up. So yeah, on my last video, I give you the news on Richard Arnold. Sky Sports News did say that Man United are close to appointing Richard Arnold as Ed Woodward's successor as the new chief executive. Obviously, the announcement is expected in a couple of weeks. There's Man United fans that have got concerns about Richard Arnold. Ed Woodward is obviously leaving Manchester United. It got announced he was leaving back in April when that European Super League came into the equation. Obviously, Woodward has had a 16-year association with the club. He's been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time because obviously he was accountable for how poor our recruitment was, plus we've overpaid and that for players in recent years. But Woodward has said several times before that he'd back Solskjaer. And even when we was enjoying them bad periods under Solskjaer, Woodward assured that Solskjaer's job was safe. Man United certainly made the right decision getting John Murtough in, because John Murtough has backed Solskjaer. John Murtough is our director of football, and I'm glad we got a director of football in, because I did mention that's one of the structural changes we needed at the club. I'm glad Darren Fletcher also came back, because, you know, he's also give Solskjaer the backing he deserved. The Glazers, they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. The main reason is because they've put Manchester United in so much debt. But to be fair, the Glazers backed Solskjaer in the summer transfer window only because they'd been persuaded to. Because as you all know, towards the end of last season, a lot of United fans protested against the Glazers at Old Trafford and Carrington, because the Glazers were planning to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League, but Solskjaer did reveal that the Glazers apologised. The Glazers have been at Man United for 16 years. They purchased the club for 500 million back in 2005. Like I said to you, Manchester United did enjoy a good summer transfer window. We made 4 signings. Brought Tom Heaton in on a free from Villa, brought Jadon Sancho in from Dortmund, brought Rafael Varane in from Real Madrid, and we re-signed Cristiano Ronaldo. We spent around 140 million in the summer transfer window. The only disappointments is that we didn't get a midfielder in, and I'm expecting Man United to sign a midfielder in January. And the other disappointing thing is that we only managed to sell one player, and that was Daniel James to Leeds. Leeds got him for 25 million. He signed a 5-year contract with Leeds, and he'll be wearing the number 20 shirt at Leeds. The reason we offloaded Daniel James is because we got Ronaldo back. But he'll get a lot more opportunities at Leeds. So there were the disappointments. But like I said to you, Solskjaer blocked quite a few players' exits. You know, he blocked Martial's exit, he blocked Van der Beek's exit, Lingard's exit, Diego Dalot's exit, and Alanga's. It's around 5 players, isn't it? But I'm expecting Man United to offload players in January, and I'm expecting us to offload more players next summer. We did loan quite a few players out in the summer transfer window though. We loaned Brandon Williams out to Norwich, we loaned Ethan Laird out to Swansea, we loaned Andres Pereira out to Flamengo, we loaned Tuan Zebe out to Aston Villa, we loaned Tahith Chon out to Birmingham, and we loaned Facundo Pellistri out to Alaves. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you for today. Drop me comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.